Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
Welcome back to another episode of Wrath and Story. I'm the Imperial Scribe of this vessel, the Flexible Demeanor, and it is my pleasure to document the many adventures of Jay Jones, Andrew Dickinger, and their Servo-Skull companion, Daniel Fernandez. When you last left them, Jay and Andrew had escaped the Pearl surface and the disastrous warp storm swirling about it. The treasure hunt was finally over, and the crew is left to lick their wounds. But what to do next? Captain Hardin may be out of commission, but there's still a crew to feed and a dynasty to maintain. Will our boys steer the Flexible Demeanor in a bold, new, and dare I say, profitable direction? Let's find out.
All right, Daniel, turned you back on. Andrew, I don't know about you. I'm really stressed about this meeting.
I mean, what's the opposite of comfortable? I guess it's uncomfortable. That's probably the opposite. I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's just, I don't know. Being co-captains seemed real easy and fun, and it is. But man, we got to give our first command council meeting? I didn't even like those meetings when we were in them, and now we have to lead them.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, but like I was under the impression just of like the immense knowledge we gained from Hardin that captains don't really need to do everything. Like everybody else kind of just takes care of it.
Right?
Now we have to make like decisions and stuff.
Oh man. I will say this though, with that new fancy dancy look you got going on with the new jaw, quite intimidating. I mean, maybe we could just say the meeting's canceled. Maybe you could tell them that, and then we don't have to do this.
Wait, why am I telling them that?
Well, because they're gonna look just one look at that terrifying visage. I mean, you look good, buddy, but the jaw thing, it's a little intimidating. So I feel like
all right now I'm even more self-conscious and uncomfortable.
No. It looks cool. It looks so cool. I think it looks cool. I think some people might think it's terrifying, but in a cool way. They'll be like, oh, so scared, but so
to
cool.
be fair, that is in this entire universe we're in. I feel like terrifying things are cool. Like that, I think that has been established.
Yeah,
in a lot of this galaxy we're in.
Yeah,
I don't know. I never really felt like the weird gene stealery things or anything were exactly cool.
I mean, cool in principle, right? I mean, they are cool in principle. Up close.
What does that even mean?
It's like, a bug thing with a bunch of blades. Man, that's wild and cool, but like on my ship, bad. Real bad. But come on, man. Look, you don't talk as much to a lot of different people around the ship, so it's fine if you're a little extra scary. It gives you like a mysterious persona. Like, who is that guy? He's got like
that's rude because
What?
I've been working on my interpersonal skills. I've been taking online courses.
Oh.
And
You've been working on your... No, I mean, that's great. I think that's really good, buddy. I think you're going to do real well there.
I'm not sure what you mean by online courses. That's the thing that I wanted to return to a little bit, but I don't know if we have time to discuss that right now.
Daniel, I believe it's one of the crew people on the ship on the Vox network. They make these quote-unquote online courses coming from quote-unquote Terra. Just let him have this. Let him have this. Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were talking about online. He works in the one of the engine rooms.
Oh, yeah. But so those courses, they're going really well?
They are going exceptionally well. I can hold a conversation now with a person I just met.
Whoa.
It's pretty fantastic.
That's pretty big. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, look, hey, all to you, man. Improvements, and you know what? Here's an opportunity, everybody. Before we get into this very stressful meeting, you bring this up, we got to do a round of affirmations. It's been too long. What do you say?
Okay.
Well, I can start it off. Guys, you're looking great today. Isn't it fine weather we're having? See, look at those skills.
Yeah, paying off. I was thinking about the weather, and certainly a fine day, a descriptor that is really specific. So I'm not, upset about it, and I'm also not intrigued. So I guess that's good small talk. Great. You know what, Andrew? For my affirmation, I'm kind of excited about you committing to this new path, like learning to talk to people outside of like yelling and hitting them with your maul. So I think it's good.
I mean, there's still always that on the table, but like sometimes you got to use your words.
Yeah, we could call the your shock ball a conversation piece.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, I don't know if it's later in the course, but definitely don't want to take it out too early in the conversation or at all. But
It depends on the kind of conversation.
I mean, I only take it out when I no longer want to be speaking to the person who's talking.
Well, it's certainly a way to end a conversation, and it'll do it quickly. So, hey, what do I know?
I've got an affirmation.
Okay, fire away.
We did not die. We did not die. We probably should have died in that crazy hunt that we like competed with a bunch of other rogue traders to get to a lost planet, and there were fucking Aeldari ancient robots there and all this crazy stuff. We survived. We beat some of our rivals. Like it was good.
I mean, objectively, that is a good thing. We
all right.
I really thought we were gonna die. You're right.
I need to get this out of my chest.
Okay.
How did any of that work out? I mean, ship in space, barreling through a warp storm, fighting a farseer. I mean,
yeah. I've played it back a few times. It seems insane. How did that work?
It's because we're great.
I also got shot by some kind of Aeldari warp weapon, and I'm still here, and that feels weird.
Yeah, but you know what? This is affirmations, and I think Daniel's leaning into something here. We did a great job. We did a great job. And we need this kind of level of confidence for the next room we're going into. So, you know what, Daniel? We did do a great job, and you did a great job too, buddy. I think, often we don't give you as much credit as you deserve. You give us all the appropriate intel. You connect us with all the people we need, and damn it, if that fire extinguisher hasn't come in handy more times than we typically like, or like, either way, you're a solid member of the team, man. You.
I'm okay. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So, am I captain then? Am I one of the captains?
Hold on. What? You're like gosh, what's after a captain? What assists a captain? Like
assistant to the captain.
Assistant captain.
No. You're like captain of the like the. Are there other servo skulls on this ship? I don't see that many. Are there other ones, Andrew?
No, not really. There's a couple, but it's...
You could be captain of the servo skulls. Well, listen, you're the servo skull of the best co-captains of any rogue trader vessel in all the galaxy. So that's a big deal, I say. My opinion.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Oh, hold on, Daniel. Listen.
Look, we got to get into this meeting. We'll talk about it later.
I got it. No. You are the High Advisor.
Oh, that sounds kind of lame. We should probably get to this meeting then.
What? You think High Advisor?
High Advisor.
The High Advisor. And you float, so you get that,
I like the word grand more than high.
Grand Advisor. Okay, all right. You're really kind of nickel and diming us on this name, but okay. I mean, I'm not against it. Grand Advisor.
Nickels and dimes.
What?
You said nickel and diming us. What does that mean?
Oh, I think it's an Aeldari term. I think, right? They use nickels.
It's one
and
of those
dimes.
Expressions that's just so old nobody remembers where it originated from.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. I've never really thought. What are nickels and dimes? Huh? Weird. Anyways,
I'm gonna dig into this later.
Yeah, it's ancient stuff. It just sticks with our society, I guess. Anyways, well, Daniel, Grand Advisor Daniel, it's been really great having you around, man.
It's been good. Yeah, it's been an adventure.
Indeed. All right. Well, I'm feeling better. You guys feeling better?
No.
What? What do you mean you're not feeling better? Why? What's wrong?
I am very self-conscious about my jaw now.
Oh, God, I didn't mean it. It's cool. I said it was cool. It's very cool. I'm saying if you wanted
said
to...
it's cool like a gene stealer. That's not cool.
No, well, hold on, but it's not a gene stealer, and you're the captain, so it's not like they could just run away from you. Hold on, let me backpedal a second. Listen. This is what I mean by cool. They look at that face, and they're scared. But they're scared out of respect, because they know what it took to take that jaw off. It took a warp weapon of just complete, unimaginable power, and still, the rest of you is attached to that new jaw. So they look at it out of fear, but fear of respect. Of, damn, what a tough son of a bitch. So, it's good. It's cool. Is what I mean.
All right.
Lean into it, man.
Yes.
You got the cool jaw. It's the jaw of power. Anyways, so, Andrew, I know while we were talking, you were processing the PowerPoint. Is it good to go?
Oh my God, so many skull wipes.
Oh, that's good. We're going to need it to distract from the topics, I'm sure. But you know what? Maybe the Command Council, maybe I'm being a bit too pessimistic here. I think everybody had quite an adventure out of this mission, and I think this debrief is going to go great, right?
Okay, well, I just have one request.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime Susan asks a question or says something commentary-wise, you have to respond.
I'm sorry, you said... I was thinking about something. You mentioned Susan. I went off somewhere. What did you say?
Anytime she criticizes, comments, or otherwise during our presentation, you are the one that has to answer.
Why do I have to answer? I mean, we were
All
both
right,
there.
We're good to go. We're agreed.
Daniel was there.
I guess we should go to this meeting.
Oh, wait, hold on. God damn it. All right. I follow Andrew out of the room.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna go over to the command council room. So the room is very crowded. Sitting in here are all of the members, current members of the command staff. There is First Officer Kylie and Second Officer Logan.
Wait, hold on a second, Daniel. What are you talking about? We've got Kylie. Kylie, there you are. Hey. And you said...
She sort of gives you a nod.
You said Larry? Is that what you said? Larry is our second officer? What's...
Logan, the second officer. You hired him to be the second officer.
Second officer?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Wait, Andrew, do you remember a Logan? I don't remember a Logan.
I don't. Did we hire a second officer? What is
the big buff kind of dumb looking guy over there sitting at the chair.
Well, sure. I mean, Dan, you don't have to be so mean, but hey, Logan, you're the second officer?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay.
You need me to do something, boss? I've been waiting for somebody to tell me what to do. So I'm just waiting until somebody tells me what to do.
Did you recently join the ship? Is this like your first day? Which I feel like we should have been briefed.
You're such a kidder.
Don't remember.
Jay.
Yeah.
What does a second officer do?
I don't know. Like a first officer is there to help assist the captains. Like a second officer is like, how many officers do we have? Do we have a third officer? What?
I just remembered. When we were hiring people, we didn't know who to pick.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't like firing people. I think we just came up with the job and then never described what it actually is.
Oh. That does sound like us.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to come up with something. I don't like all this decision making. It's too much pressure.
We'll figure it out.
We haven't even finished describing everyone in the room yet. So
sorry, that Logan character really threw me off.
Here.
No, go on, Daniel.
Okay, so we have Robon, who's in charge of the military forces.
Yeah.
And Alphano, who is in a secretary logistics role in the military forces as well.
What? Alfonso?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of remember him.
Alphano, the 17-year-old.
Oh yeah. How can I forget? Did I say Alfonso? I meant Alphano. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Cool dude.
We have, because of their importance, we've allowed the helmsman and the rudderman to join us here.
Yeah.
Theo Uhl and Ariane J.
Yeah, rudderman. There he is. There's my guy. How you doing?
He's actually reading a book and sort of looks up and says, oh, hello.
Yeah,
Hello, captains.
just saying, hey. Oh, okay.
They all seem very preoccupied.
Yeah, they are. Were we taking a while? Oh, wait. When did we set this meeting? I didn't check the time. Were you keeping track of the time?
I mean, I have the time. Did you say a time we were supposed to start? Tell me what time you said we were supposed to start it.
I don't know. I told some big dumb guy that we were going to start at a specific time. I can't remember his name, though. He was going to organize it. Let me check the clock. Oh, we're fashionably late. We're 45 minutes late. It's fine. Gave him a lot of time to think about it and come up with some questions. That's good. That's what we wanted. Cool. And then now, of course, we've got our two staples of the OG Command Council, right, Daniel?
Yes. Susan is sitting at the at one of the chairs, going over a book as well, though I believe it might be some sort of spreadsheet or something. And serving again as the seneschal to go over all the money stuff. And Lady Kalia seems to just be distracted and is chatting with Logan a little bit and seems to be laughing at him a little bit as they're sort of telling jokes to each other and waiting for you.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a lighter mood, right? People are laughing, people are chatting, maybe they're distracted. Susan's really...
And the largest chair in the side of the room, sitting in it is, and I got this set up just as you requested, is Mr. Mistopheles has a chair as well.
Yes, there he is.
The chair is getting clawed up quite a bit.
There's my good boy. Don't claw up that chair, Mr. Mistopheles. Just keep the claws off. Mr. Mistopheles, keep. Okay, all right, buddy.
Wait. I've got an idea for second officer's job.
Is it what I think it is?
I have no idea what you think it is.
I was going to say it's going to clean up Mr. Mistopheles' poop, because he poops a lot, and I'm tired of doing it.
I guess we could do that, too. I was also going to say, Kalia seemed to be pretty chummy. Maybe he could be our go-between for Lady Kalia, because I'm pretty sure she's not very happy with us right now.
Huh. That's an interesting thought. I mean, we are.
I was thinking you were just going to say we should have him take care of the cat. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, we could just always have him take care of the cat. I guess that's fine.
It feels to me that you're ignoring my cat, Andrew. I mean, he's right there. Look at how adorable he is in that chair. Stop it with the he's such a cute cat. And yeah, I mean, Logan, I won't have to clean out the tray anymore because he can get in there and do that, right?
Are you going to keep us waiting all day?
No.
All right, Faol, cool your jets. We'll get to it.
No. We're gonna get on it. Let's begin, maybe?
Okay, remember, we agreed upon with regards to Susan, you take the first part of the presentation. So, you ready? I've got the skull wipe button.
Wait, what was the last part about Susan? It's up. Okay. Welcome, Command Staff, Command Council. I got it on the second one. To our very important debrief on the Pearl Adventure. Andrew, hit the button for the GIF, for the Pearl GIF.
Oh, you want more?
Yeah, okay. I want another one in there. Yeah, Pearl Adventure. Wow, that was a great fade in. So
Logan is clapping.
Yeah, what a good hype man. Love that guy. We've got 4 items on the agenda today. Our first item is how did it go, right? How did the whole Pearl thing go? Well, I can look around this room and see a lot of faces, and they're all still attached to heads, so boom! Number 1, hit the fade to the next slide. Yes, everyone's still alive. Great. Second bullet point, flexible demeanor, still a ship, everybody. We took a couple hits. Yeah.
Susan is raising a hand.
Well, hold on. Okay. No. I didn't think this would be interactive. We're just gonna share the results, but yeah, I guess a question couldn't hurt.
Susan. Jay will answer your questions.
What?
Yeah. I actually have less of a question and more of a report, a statement. You say that everything is fine, everyone's faces are still attached. I will note that we did lose several members of the crew during this adventure. We have though we have also recruited a lot of the local population. We're trying to have them adjust to life on the flexible demeanor, but they truly do not have the skills to function in our high-tech society. Currently, crew population is about at 70% full operating capacity, which is less than ideal. However, I will note that morale seems to have gone up a bit. So that seems to be going well. I believe that's more of Kylie's deal. But yes, I just wanted to be clear. The ship has been damaged and many of the crew did die. So just you should know that.
Yeah, that's
a real downer.
That's true. Great point, Susan. Remember, everybody, as co-captains, Andrew and I are not into groupthink. Ha! We want all your feedback and your opinions. You know, we're gonna have a dynamic group. Yeah. But look, it's fair. We did lose some crew. I didn't know any of them, but I'm sure they were great. Did we know any of them? Andrew, did we lose anybody we knew?
I mean, we knew a lot of the military guys we knew.
I know the names of every man who died under my command.
And Roban, that's why you're the only person for this job. Because you've got that respect. You've got that ingrained. And those faces of those people that we sent to their deaths will haunt you. Not us, but will haunt you for the rest of your days. And that's why you're the only one who can sit in that chair. Next to Mr. Mistopheles. Watch out, he bites. But you're right. We also did gain some new crew, though, Susan, as you said. Now, to be fair, they don't know much about working on a ship. And yes, they were horrendously shocked at the conditions they would now have to live under after living on essentially a paradise world. I mean, a lot of them went kooky. But hey, still new crew, and I'm sure there's some cranks or things that they could turn with their arms, which they have, which is,
that's a good point.
And listen,
Kylie is sort of bringing up, I will note that morale overall of the living crew is up after this adventure.
Yeah.
Morale has gone up. It's about, at least from my surveys, at about 90%.
And if you subtract the poor morale of the dead crew, I think it goes up even higher, which really, can we count the dead crew in the morale? I don't think we should, you know.
No, I already factored that in. Like, you have a 90% approval rating right now.
So. Ooh, that's high. Andrew, that's high, right?
That's, well, I mean, it's a lot higher than it was.
Yeah.
We were teetering on the brink of another, uprising.
Hey, man.
We're looking pretty good.
That paid vacation, it paid off. I don't want to know what happened with the finances with that, but it seems like it paid off.
Well, we haven't really had time for them to go on the paid vacation just yet because we've been going through nightmare realms and stuff. But
yeah, maybe they'll forget, right? When you give out paid vacation, they'll forget, possibly. But, we've got some treasure. We got some treasure back. We've successfully completed the search for the pearl. This legacy will live with the flexible demeanor for eons to come. People will be like, who is that first rogue trader vessel to make planetfall on the pearl? And it's gonna be all of you. It's gonna be this crew. We'll be able to carry that with us forever.
There's some smiles and nods from around the table as you're saying that.
And can you put a financial value to that? I don't think you can. I don't think.
Also, Jay, don't forget, we also have new allies that we can rely on.
That's right, Susan. You're doing great, by the way. We got some wonderful new allies, courtesy
Why
of...
are you so aggressive at me?
What? No, I'm just making
Why are you calling me out in particular?
Well, because you were making some very critical but necessary points, and as a member of the council, I want to make sure to share my points as well. That's all. Nothing.
Oh, shit, Daniel. It's their first fight.
Listen.
She's scowling at this.
Hello again, just your friendly Imperial Scribe here, to remind you that the Inquisition can be your friend, your confidant. If you've got a secret, share it. And if that secret happens to be dangerous, well, they can certainly help you keep it. What isn't an Exterminatus level secret is our Patreon, of course. Check out 24 plus months of bonus content along with a thriving Discord community. It's pretty great. And with that said, I'll return you now to the boys.
I'm not trying to. Anyways, Andrew, you want to talk a little bit about Mitsuru and what's going on there?
Yeah. So, she's on our side, and we've, given her crew back, and she's given the crew back that she rescued for us, and we haven't heard from her since. But I'm sure she's our friend now, and not angry.
Andrew, have you?
The end.
I mean, you've reached out, right? You sent her the gift we talked about? You sent that over?
I had a lot, like, probably too much.
What do you mean too much? What did you send? We said we were going to send the card and the and those flowers. That's what we were going to send. What else did you send?
I mean, we gave her the jewels I promised.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess that's pretty nice.
I'm sorry, what?
Hmm?
You promised her jewels? What is this? This is Kylie sort of speaking up here.
Oh, you know what? That's a great question to ask, which brings us on to the next topic, status of the treasure hunt. Andrew, this is all you, buddy. I think this first question. And I just slip off to the side and push Andrew in front of the room.
Oh, what? Yeah. Hello, everybody. How's the weather today?
We're in space.
That's right. It's a beautiful day. And as far as status is concerned, well, I mean, you could always think of, the bad things that happen, but I like to think it could always have gone worse, We still have a ship. It still functions. There's some damage, yes, but you did do an awesome maneuver there, ramming a ship into another ship. Looking at you, Fail. Nice job. And I give her finger guns.
It's nothing.
Yeah, and we got some new crew, but most importantly, we got a whole heaping buttload of treasure from the Pearl Planet, because it was literally lying around all over the place now. We did have to abandon a lot of it, because there was, all-out war and an encroaching warp storm. But, like I said, we gained an ally. Unfortunately, in order to acquire that ally, which I might add, we would not be here having this conversation right now if we did not have that ally. We did promise her a piece of the treasure we collected. Now, I think it's only fair.
What kind of piece?
I mean, the numbers aren't that important. Maybe for Susan.
The numbers are extremely important to me.
1/3 of what we collected was passed over to Mitsuru and her diamond. Listen, as I pointed out, we would not be here having this conversation if we did not give some of it up. What do you want? More treasure or, life?
He makes a good point. Everybody.
I will note that factoring in the loss of 1/3 of the treasure, our profit factor, which was originally at 50, has risen only to 54.
But it has
down
risen
from the heightened max before this adventure began of 100.
Ooh. Seems a lot less.
Well, it's mostly due to the loss of the vault caused by Magnifico.
That's true. That's very true.
That is, yep.
So,
that's a good point.
What you're saying is that, since we've been co-captains, that we have only increased our profit margin. I mean, read a couple books about math, but that seems to be the case. Would all of you agree?
That is accurate.
Yeah, it
but
is.
we could have gotten more.
Okay. Now,
fair.
Kylie and Susan, I would like to point out something maybe that you haven't factored in as well, is we also disposed of rivals that definitely did not have our best interest in mind. So tangibly, that brings our gains even higher because there's now less competition.
That's right.
I will note that is fascinating, and by removing rivals, it puts us in a position to take advantage of their old networks. Perhaps we can look at some of the things that Pac or the Pope dynasty have been working on and take over some of their trade routes or some of their resources. I learned about this when I was studying, but this seems like a perfect opportunity to take advantage of our enemies.
You know what? You're not wrong. And that's definitely part of our plan. A part of our plan so intricate that we wanted to make sure that it wasn't included in this PowerPoint so we could discuss it with you.
See, Raban? I told you I knew what I was doing.
Alfano, I've very rarely spoken to you, but it sounds like you're thinking about this the right way. We definitely have an opportunity here to penetrate the market, the rogue trader market, even further, farther, greater market.
Faster.
Yes. Achieve.
You just have to think of the market as a battlefield. It all makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right.
You know, I just had an idea.
What is it?
Alfano, you should work directly with Susan on establishing our takeover of these trade routes.
Ooh, that's right. Bring a little tactics into the business. I like it. Susan, you cool with that?
Sure. Let the kid work for me, I guess. I'll keep an eye on him.
Okay. Because if not, that's fine too. But,
I'm not a kid. I know what I'm talking about.
You know what? I think this is going to go great. This is going to be a good pairing. I like it. Status is good, like you said, Andrew, as we planned. Mm-hmm. Completely removing meaningful competitors, opportunity to take over trade routes, like, it's on the table for us, and profit is going up.
What is our next topic of discussion?
Well, if we flip the old slide over here, there we go. What to do about...
Wait. Skull wipe.
Is it not? How many skull wipes did you put in this one? So many.
Oh, man, so many.
Oh, wow. On the screen, the picture looks way bigger than Okay. This might look a little, a little tasteless. With that font. Why did we pick that font? It says, obviously, what to do about Salvor. That is a picture of him in the tube. This maybe not would have come off a little bit better.
Lady Kalia is scowling at this as well. You will call him Pardon. Only I called him Salvor.
Of course. To be fair, we call him Dad.
Our apologies.
Yeah,
we do call him Dad now.
So
we can call him Dad.
But it just felt a little weird to put what to do about Dad up there, right? It's like we just got him. What to do? Maybe we'll scroll to the next. Okay, so here's a list of a couple different facilities around the Imperium that we feel like could hopefully get him back on his feet. Because listen, we all miss Captain Hardin. He was a great captain. He was a great leader here in the Command Council. We learned a lot from him. And we didn't expect or plan to be co-captains here with all of you, but damn it, we're going to make the best of it. And we're going to make the best of getting him the medical treatment he needs.
I've been trying to speak with him telepathically while he remains in stasis when I'm not navigating. And his mind is still sharp, but he's still in so much pain. We need to get him to a Magos who is familiar with biology at this point to help deal with this bizarre chaos infection that he is still suffering from.
Well, it's good that you said that, because we're, in fact, on our way to the best medical facility in the sector right now to get him the help that he needs. Now, Susan, this is the best medical place, right?
It's the only medical facility in the Coronis Expanse, but yes, the doctors at Port Wander might be able to help, or at least be able to send him to somewhere where he could get help. And
by default, means best. So I think this is pretty good. So that's the status of what's going on with our captain, and we're gonna get him back on his feet. You know, 'cause this stuff is hard. Well, that's that topic. And Andrew, on to our last one. Very, very important topic, which we want this to be a feedback session. You know, we want to brainstorm with everybody. We, of course, know exactly what we want to do, but we really want to get you all involved. So, if we flip to the next screen, it says, "What do we do now?"
There's a little bit of murmuring as people are sort of looking at each other. And Logan sort of like raises his hand a little bit.
Yes, Logan. What do you got? You got a hot one, buddy? Fire it out here to the group.
We do whatever you want to do, Captain.
Yeah. Good one, Logan.
Sure. Appreciate the support. Not exactly helpful, but you know, support's nice. All the you know.
Yeah, because
Okay.
look, so many opportunities, right? We already discussed the market. Whew, we can get all the profits. But I think we gotta, you know, kind of figure out what's our thing. You know, what are we going for? I mean, I guess I'll throw it out there. It went really well, I think, right? But we just did this excellent treasure hunt. I mean, what do you guys think about us treasure hunting again? You make it kind of our thing. You know, we're like, you got some old stuff, we'll find it, right?
Oh man, I don't like the way that Susan's looking at us, Jay. Maybe not the best idea.
No. Lady Collier.
Are you suggesting that we would dedicate the entirety of this vessel for just looking for treasure? I know Hardin always was looking for an adventure, and I suppose you are Hardin's now.
Yes.
But he also traveled to planets, established trade routes, built infrastructure to gain profits. Yes, he did go on wild adventures as well, but you can't just say that this vessel is just going to fly randomly around the Coronis Expanse or other parts of the galaxy just looking for loot. Is that what we're doing now?
I mean, it's old loot, you know, like mysterious. Some of it's made of a weird crystal, and it sounded cool when I was thinking about it.
I do find that fascinating. I have been doing quite a bit of research in my position as Rudderman to all sorts of fascinating anomalies and other things throughout the Coronis Expanse. Everything from missing civilizations to relics of Aeldari and signatures of the chaos. I would love to actually go back and investigate the processional of the damned. The temporal anomalies there are fascinating in its own right. There's all sorts of interesting things we could do as we explore and look for new knowledge and hopefully treasure.
Well, Ariane J. Andrew, jump in here.
Ariane J, I'm gonna stop you right there. We're not going back to the processional of the damned. Don't get that in your wheelhouse anytime soon. You can go on your own if you want, but we are not going back there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, that's a hard no.
There's some stuff back there that we probably should leave alone, right? We kind of left it there, and it's staying there, right? So,
but just think of the possibilities.
But I mean,
yeah, the possibilities.
Just think of us getting killed if we go back there.
Yep, there we go.
Thank you so much.
Fayul knows what's going on.
The nail.
And I mean, last time we went there, just speaking purely from business sense, Susan, we did increase our crew, but we also increased quite a few expenses. Wouldn't you agree?
No, we're obviously not going back to the processional of the damned. I assume that was obvious. Just because your stupid Rudderman thinks we should go back doesn't mean we should.
Whoa. Okay, I mean, look, fair shot across the bow. Agreed.
I'm not stupid. In fact, I'm probably better read than you are.
Okay. Ariane J.
Pick your battles.
Susan, let's
Whoa, guys, like, we gotta mellow out. There's no reason for us to be fighting and stuff. We're like all on the same team, right?
Logan, please sit down. Please. Just
Are we not all on the same team?
You were sitting down. My God, you're so tall. Yes, we are all on the same team. We are. This command council, when Hardin was running things, we ran smoothly. We all worked well together for the most part, right? Mule was forming an insurrection behind everyone's back.
Yes, darling, please don't forget about Magnifico. Also, we will need to find a replacement for Magnifico. We will need somebody to actually deal with that sort of matter. So perhaps we could recruit someone when we reach Port Wander.
What do you mean? What matters in particular?
Well, any ship needs an astropath. I'm a navigator, but communications are never going to be fully functional until we can find a new astropath. We had one. He died, and it was replaced with Magnifico, which now I suspect might have been deliberate. But we'll need a replacement so we can, send out hymns and communicate with the Grander Imperium.
I guess that's true. Logan, you don't happen to be like a secret astropath, right?
How would I know if it's a secret?
Okay, probably not an astropath. Just shot in the dark. Figured I'd take it.
Well, I feel like that, Port Wander is a big place, and obviously we're gonna have to, lay over there for a while to get some repairs, drop off Hardin, making sure everything is kosher. So, we can find an astropath while we're there.
Indeed we can. But after we do that, so we're maybe treasure hunting off the table. Any other ideas, Mr. Mistopheles? I'm kidding. He's a cat.
All right. Well, we've invoked cat protocol, which is when Jay starts asking about the cat. It's time for me to move in. I have a weird suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
May I suggest something?
Sure.
Please.
The Coronis Expanse is a place of chaos and disorder. And as rogue traders, I know that profit is a great motive. But the main reason that we were empowered by the Emperor was to bring the light of the Imperium to these chaotic places and to bring them to order. Now, I know some rogue traders have become pirates and worse, but perhaps we should use the power of this mighty vessel and our forces to wipe out all of the enemies of the Imperium that live in this damnable sector of space.
Wow. Okay, Roban, that was
okay.
That was a strong opinion. And
whoa.
Which is good.
I don't know why I'm surprised.
Which is good. So you're saying
not sure how you're gonna pay for all of that.
That's kind of what I was getting to. How I don't know if there's a lot of money in just straight up murdering a lot of people, unless were. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had one of those things. We talked about it with the light bulb. What's that called?
You mean an idea?
An idea.
Wait.
Okay.
How hard did you get hit that you don't remember the word idea?
This has happened a few times, Daniel. I've just kind of let a lot of them go, but you know what? You're right. Everyone hold on 1 second. We're going to just huddle up real quick and talk about our very great idea, but those are all great ideas. And Andrew, what do you got?
Okay. It's a little wild.
Mm-hmm.
But, Raban kind of has a point.
About what?
But about like, being able to like use our authority to do stuff. You and I are fully trained in the Inquisition.
We were former acolytes, that's true. I was going to
fully trained might be pushing it a little much.
Come on,
Daniel. Let's just roll with it for a bit, Daniel.
I feel like if you are either completely killed or most of your body is now replaced, I think that gives you a leg up. You know what I mean? We got a lot of experience, if you know what I mean.
Yes. So I don't think we needed the air quotes there, but yes.
And if you wait, is this a thing where if you kill your boss, you become an inquisitor? You take their job, like we killed Atris, so now we're inquisitors? Is that what you're saying?
Whoa.
Well, we probably don't want to spread that rumor around, otherwise people might try to, kill us. But
yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, so
I think you are onto something here, right? Because if there's one thing, we were kind of just following Hardin's direction, right? Go to the Pearl, find the Pearl, right? And we kind of did that, and now we don't really have anything, but this is a thing we know how to do, right? We know about the Inquisition.
Yeah, so okay, what if we're Inquisitors for hire?
Inquisitors for hire?
I'm sorry, what?
Inquisitors for hire. Okay, so...
Like we go around and investigate, and, therefore we can do what Raban wants, and we can also, look into weird things that might get us value, but we also get paid to do it.
Yeah, we get paid for every one of them.
Who would pay us to do this?
People who need stuff.
Yeah, think about it. Oh my gosh, the branding opportunities. Inquisitor for hire. I love it. And that's the thing, right? People who can't afford, because you can't really, pay off an Inquisitor, because you'll probably get killed. But how many people have wanted to meet an Inquisitor or hire an Inquisitor to solve a very Inquisitor-type problem? And we're there, baby. Inquisitors for hire. This is the best idea we've ever had, the best idea you've ever had. This is going to be great. Oh my.
But what about like the old trade networks? Like, do we care about that at all? Is that something we want to do? No.
Yeah, those trade sounds real exciting. Getting really good trade deals and tariffs. I'm looking forward to it.
We'll leave that to Susan and her new protege to organize, maybe with Mitsuru, and then everybody can, benefit, and then we don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But we're not. Okay. Well, Inquisitor seems good. Should be careful not to say that name too loudly all the time. I don't know if the Inquisition would want us like honing in on their space, but this could be good. Although we could just lean into it, like we could paint a big eye on the side of the ship if you want.
That's what I'm talking about, Daniel. I think the Inquisition. I think the Inquisition is gonna get it. You know what I mean? And we know Tomoa. She's kind of more your friend than mine, but we know Tomoa. We previously worked for an Inquisitor who's now missing.
Yeah, Tomoa's really the only other Inquisitor we know out here in the Calaxis system near the Coronis Expanse. Other Inquisitors usually are in other parts of space, so probably...
That's good enough, right? Inquisitors like other Inquisitors, right? Like, I feel like Tomoa could just put in a good word for us in the Inquisitor, Cool Kids Club, and they'll be all on board. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, she definitely won't have a problem. I mean, she's up to her armpits in constant inquisitorial stuff. She needs help, and we're here to do it. We just, won't necessarily do it for free.
Yeah.
That is a good point. If you're good at something, don't do it for free.
Exactly.
We should definitely try to get paid for this.
Yeah, and we can, with this, we can just do a ton of different stuff, right? Where, like you said, Andrew, we could maybe set up a trade route, but more importantly, help people fight things, search for stuff, solve problems, and get paid.
So we'll be like freelance Inquisitors? Is that the idea?
Yeah. Inquisitors for hire, baby. This is gonna be sweet. All right.
That's right.
Let's break the huddle.
Inquisitor Daniel.
Everyone, thanks for waiting patiently as we wanted to make sure that we delivered this exactly right. There's a kind of...
Were you going to keep asking us what we wanted to do?
Well, like I said, no groupthink or anything like that, but we think we got a really good idea. So, Andrew, hit him.
I bet it's going to be great.
What are we up to now, buddy?
Okay. Now, brace yourselves. This idea is pretty amazing. But we're going to be...
I think I literally heard Susan's eyes rolling in her head. I think they rolled so hard it was audible.
It's just like she's suddenly psychic and projects psychically to everybody in the room.
As she's waiting to hear what we have to say.
Yeah.
Just echoed across the warp.
You got this, guys. Andrew. Sell it to him.
Pretty amazing idea. We're going to be... Brace yourselves. I see you're bracing over there. Freelance Inquisitors.
Inquisitors for hire! Yeah! That's right,
what?
I know! The shock, just wash over you. Just getting it all, right? We can do... People are gonna pay big bucks to work with an Inquisitor, and we don't have to go through any of that Imperium red tape, because we're rogue traders, baby. We can go wherever we want. We got that writ. We can do whatever we want to do. This is going to be a huge...
So you're saying that you're going to find people who need help, and then you're going to do work for them, and they're going to pay you to do it.
That's right. Or we go to places find problems, solve them, then build them, because, it works too.
You're not just a mercenary.
No. We're Inquisitors for hire, and because it's Inquisitors, it's different.
I got this. It's not mercenaries because we also investigate.
That's true.
So, we can get hired to just, find out what something is.
That's right.
And then profit from it. Not
This
necessarily
is a fascinating idea. I don't know if I've heard of anything quite like it before. I'm excited to be a part of it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, this is a brave new venture, a brave new world. That's right, everybody. From now on, the flexible demeanor, this crew will be Inquisitors for hire. Let's do it!
Yeah!
And cut the PowerPoint, let's run. And then just as soon as he cuts the PowerPoint, we just bolt out of the room.
There's some nods of agreement, some people looking confused, but I think that went okay.
Yeah, I think that went really well.
Exceptionally well. I mean, I think it was weird. It was almost like I could feel Susan's eye roll in my head for a second there, but, I'm sure you can take care of that later, Jay.
What is that supposed to mean? Listen, I think this all went pretty well, right? I think there were some fair call-outs, things we need to work on, but I think we got a good direction for the ship.
Yeah, this is going to be some exciting changes coming to the ship here. I think this could be good, or it could just explode horribly and go bad. But hopefully, it's going to be good.
Nah. We're gonna be fine.
You just you gotta not think that way, Inquisitor Daniel.
Grand Advisor Inquisitor Daniel. See what I did there?
Oh yeah,
pretty cool.
Interesting. Maybe don't call me an Inquisitor. I don't want the actual Inquisitors to kill me.
No. You'll be fine. And listen, you're going to be big for this, Daniel, because you know more about Inquisitors than probably even Andrew and I do. I mean, you did work for and were built by one, so we're probably going to lean on you a little bit if that's okay.
I think I have some of Atris's files still that we could look at, I guess.
That's going to be big. It's going to be big, buddy. Whew.
Now, last thing, Jay. I didn't really think about this at the time, and I'm sure it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the Inquisition will be upset that we do some of their work?
Nah, I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be good. All right, gentlemen. Well,
they're a notoriously forgiving organization, right?
Yeah,
of course. I mean, we know Tomoa. She's great. She loves us. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Well, gentlemen, I'm a little tired after that meeting. So I think I'm gonna call it an evening. I'm gonna do a little bit of late night reading. So
yeah, we got a little bit of time before we make it to Port Wander. I think we're gonna get a chance to just chill for a little bit.
Yeah, exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see what this whole rebranding thing does. Should be interesting. Well, guys, have a good night. I'll see you later. And I turn around and walk back to my room.
Yeah, and I think what we're going to do is, as we sort of are wrapping this up, we're going to try something here. We're going to have a little bit of a montage of sorts, as we're going to see what everybody is up to as we're getting ready for the big new changes coming to the ship. So each one of you maybe tell me what's one thing that you're, imagine what's one thing that you're working on or doing as we're flying to Port Wander and we're getting ready for some big changes in the future.
Well, I can say that, as I mentioned, I'm going back to the room to do some reading. I get back there and I've got a bunch of different stuff. You can see that I've collected a bunch of books, but they're just a mix match of things that really don't have any particular topic. I'm trying to actually put in a little bit of effort on the Aeldari side. Because you can see of all the different books, I have quite a few Aeldari texts. And in particular, I pull out the pretty messed up and bloody robes of that Farseer that I pulled off. And I check the pocket, and I pull out a couple pieces of parchment with detailed Aeldari like symbols and language on them, and you just see me open it up and just really try to read it and put in a little appreciation for this culture, which I have unwittingly and unknowingly, strangely, become semi-part of by ending up in this weird clone body. So that's what I spend the evening doing.
Well, while I enter my room and am self-consciously looking at myself in the mirror with my new jaw, and next to the mirror you see there are, in fact, 4 other different kinds of jaws that I am not sure which one looks best on me. But then you just see...
You don't have to say it now, but we've got to know what the 4 different jaws look like and what they have in terms of different jaw setup. Like, are there any attachments?
They're labeled next to it. One says party, one says special occasion,
yes.
One says casual, and, we'll get into what those mean later.
And one is like one's got a goatee, like a metal goatee coming out of the end of it.
Hey, these are my jaws. But then I just sit down on my desk and I'm working on something, and as I shift to the side, somebody who would be watching through a camera could see that I'm working on the shock maul. And then on a diagram to my right, you just get a little bit of an inscription that says Shock Maul 2.0. And gives you a hint that maybe I've been working on something this whole time of improving my Shock Maul, which is already the most powerful weapon in the universe. Might actually become more powerful.
Love it. I think maybe another thing we see the ship docking at Port Wander. Some people getting off and relaxing and chatting and going to like bars and stuff. We see Hardin in his stasis pod taken out and given to a couple of medical magos who are some of the best paid and most talented people to help him with that. So Lady Kalia is looking at the still stasised Hardin, sort of looking back and forth, trying to decide where she's going to go. Says, "Darling, I love you, but hospitals are ever so dull." And she turns and heads back to the flexible demeanor.
That's pretty on brand.
Yeah. So what else do we think is happening on the ship?
Well, somewhere else on the ship, in Susan's offices, she always oversees the expense reports. She doesn't like collate them or like put them through or process them. She just like oversees the bigger expenses from some of like the command council, and she sees my expense report. She sees Jay's expense report on there, which she's surprised because right away she can notice that the handwriting is not Guybrush's handwriting, who I usually get to do my expense reports, but it's mine. So first off, I've actually filled one out and on time, but strangely there's only one thing expensed on the expense report, and it's for 12 roses. And that's what she sees and is a little intrigued.
How about you, Andrew? Anything else going on the ship?
Well, we jump over to the bridge and we see that Kylie is at her station doing what she does because she's very by the numbers, and suddenly she sees she receives a communication, so she sits at her station and lo and behold, on the screen pops up Mitsuru. So clearly Mitsuru is in contact with the ship and working out, maybe these possible trade routes and everything, but maybe just ignoring me.
Now, those are some other things going on in the ship, but Daniel, what's going on with you?
Oh, yeah, I guess, what's Daniel doing? Daniel is mostly, you see that he is, lowered essentially like a VR headset over his eyes, and you realize, this is what he does when he's gaming, like getting into Apex or something like that. And so you see him doing that a little bit, playing, and then the VR goggles lift up over his head. He can't smile, but he seems to be sort of pleased.
But the shadows of the room in the headset, looks like there's a nice smile across his face.
Yeah, it looks like there's sort of a smile there. So then he connects into the ship's computer system, and you realize that he's looking over all of the files that Atris left. And you realize that like he has a very large amount of these like archives that he got from Atris. Maybe he hasn't even like shown all of these to you guys yet, and he's sort of looking over them and trying to find something.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Elsewhere on the ship, in one of the kind of much more larger areas, I guess this would be like the hangar bay or similar to in size, it's a training facility or training area of the ship. And you see a bunch of soldiers. You see from Alpha Squad, Beta Squad, Squad A, Squad B. I think D might be there. And they're all not in their like their fully kitted out uniforms with their las guns and whatnot, but they're in basic training uniforms. And you see Roban there looking to put them through some trainings. Each of them like holding like simple like weapons. And you see stepping out to train them is Stabums and Rub, now in not, I wouldn't say like flexible demeanor like garb, but definitely not the standard mercenary garb that we've seen them in before, that they are taking a more active role in the flexible demeanors and the training of their soldiers. And nearby where this is going on, something else is happening.
Yes, in an adjacent hangar, there's what can only be described as an enormous jungle gym with many things to swing from, and turns out Manbrush is teaching not only a group of soldiers of how to be more lithe and jump around and get around more easily, but also a very eager Guybrush who wants to live up to the name that he will soon become, maybe? Manbrush?
He wants to become the Manbrush.
He wants to be, not just live to be Manbrush, he wants to be the Manbrush.
And I think that one of the best candidates training with them is Logan, second officer.
Yes.
Logan.
Yes. That poor dummy.
He's, but he's pretty strong, and he's like a pretty good leader in terms of like morale. Like he's cheering people on, like we're having a good job. And he sort of like lands. He sort of like wipes some sweat off his brow and waves goodbye as he sort of heads back to his cabin. And he goes into his room. It's a relatively sizable room. He's a second officer after all. And he looks over, and there's like a green light that's flashing on his desk. It's just flashing almost ominously. So he goes over and he presses the green button, and it's like a little communicator. It must be patching into like a Port Wanders network and then going out further. And there's no image on the other end, but there is a name. But Logan's big old body, we can't see it. He's sort of in the way. And we only really hear what Logan's saying. He says, "Yeah. Oh no, it's great to talk to you, man. I didn't know you'd be in touch. Yeah, we found the pearl. It's crazy stuff going on. Yeah. No, but I'm on the command council now. Like I told you, like I'm kind of in charge. Like I got lined right to the captains, and they trust me. Yeah, no, we just dropped your dad off. Yeah, no, you'll be back in charge of this in no time." We look down and we see the name of the person Logan's talking to, and it just says Cornelius Harden.
Thanks for listening to this grimdark tale. It seems our boys have made up their minds. Inquisitors for hire. Can't see how that could go wrong. Either way, should be one hell of an adventure, and the beginning of the next chapter of Wrath and Story. Tune in next time to... Wait a second. You can listen to our next episode right now? On Patreon? Why, yes. You see, on Patreon, our backers are always one entire episode into the future. There you can also enjoy bonus episodes and get access to our Discord, where you can chat with the boys along with tons of other wonderful listeners every day. Definitely check it out. Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a servo skull and helping these two as Game Master. If you enjoyed this episode, why not leave a rating and review on your favorite podcast app? we'd really appreciate it. Also, our theme song was composed by Kyle Fryer. You can check out his music on SoundCloud. And until next time, goodbye.